Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing week 19 of the year 2023. This is from the 8th of May till the 14th of May. And what's so important about this transit this week is that Mars is going to be changing signs and it's going to be getting debilitated. And Venus is going to be changing nakshatra. That is, it's going to be entering Ardhara nakshatra. And Venus is going to be at the exact conjunction to Ketu and will, after a couple of days, will be at the exact conjunction or at the exact degrees to Saturn because they are forming a final connection. So that is the reason I call it as conjunction also. So what exactly is happening this week is based on the moon's ingress, how moon is interacting with other planets. It's a very important way to look at the transits. And being our mind, our mental state, moon is the one which impacts us, how we look into a problem or in a perspective, in a different perspective. Everybody has a different perspective to a problem or to a good thing in life. So what kind of perspective do we carry towards an issue we see from moon? So if you are looking at the predictions also in the latter half, which I'll be sharing with you for the 12 signs. So see where your ascendant is. What is your ascendant sign? Then see from moon also, because these are going to be impacting you somewhere or the other. And then comes your Dasha. What is your Dasha Lord? Where it is posited. If at all it is forming a connection with 6, 8, 12 lords or something like that, then it can be a bad dasha also. It can give you some problems here and there as well. But if in transit is forming good connection with the other planets, so it will modify the results. The intensity will actually minimize. So you have to make your dasha sign. Suppose you are in your dasha of Venus and the antardasha of Shani. Suppose you are, because Venus is 20 years long dasha. So see where Saturn is posited, the Antardasha Lord. Then make that your first house. That is, maybe your Saturn is in Scorpio. So make Scorpio your first house. And then see where the transit positions are happening in the sky. So when I blend moon's interaction with the planets, it is like, a clear picture we get as to what is happening in the sky, how it is going to be impacting any transit which actually is taking place. Suppose Mars is going to be transiting Cancer sign. So where moon is ingressing from there, so that will impact you that day. It's not going to be all through the same transit, of Mars in the sign of Cancer. It's not going to be giving you the similar kind of results, of course. So when we look at the transits, you have to see where the moon is transiting and what kind of relationship it's forming with this Mars. All right, or the other planets. So that's how it works. Now, moon transits through 3 signs during a week. And this week, it is going to start with in the Scorpio sign, it's sign of debilitation, which I've already covered in the previous video, weeklies from, I think it was till the 7th. So you can just go back and watch that video also, 1st to the 7th. So in that, I've covered Scorpio sign also because 7th, 8th, it's going to be in Scorpio. Sagittarius from the 9th to the 10th, and it's going to be opposite Mars and Venus. This moon is going to be opposite Mars and Venus. Then Capricorn, 11th, 12th, it's going to be right opposite Mars in the sign of Cancer. So again, that becomes a very volatile kind of an energy, because Mars loses his digbal in the sign of Cancer. And moon, right opposite it, loses his digbal in the 10th sign of the natural zodiac. So in Capricorn, that is why moon doesn't do well. Firstly, it is in Capricorn sign ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the slowest planet and moon is the fastest, the swiftest planet. So two opposite energies when they come together. And you being, moon being the night planet doesn't like to be in the daytime. That's a daytime. That's a peak day. And Mars is good energy during the day, not in the night. So if you are very hyperactive, so this energy might just give you negative results with Mars entering the Cancer sign. And Cancer sign to actually, I must tell you that Cancer is the sign which is like Mars rules the 1st and the 8th signs of the natural zodiac, right? So from the 1st, it's the 4th, and from the 8th, this is the 9th house. Okay, so this means that it is going to be giving you troubles in these areas even more. That is why it debilitates there, because from fourth house is the house of home, family. The warrior doesn't like to be at home, doesn't like to study, because ninth house is study, education, exploring. So that's why it debilitates in the sign of Cancer. So moon is going to be in the Aquarius sign on the 13th and 14th, conjunct Saturn now, and it's going to be in trine to Venus and Ketu, as we all know. So you will feel the energies of this moon getting too much clarity about your relationships more now. You will get to know who's who, what's happening around you. So when moon is in Aquarius sign, and you really tend to become more charitable, more compatible with people who are very in your closest vicinity. Okay. Venus will be in Ardhara Nakshatra from the 8th till the 21st of May. So this week it's going to be in the Ardhara Nakshatra in Gemini sign itself. And then we have Venus Ketu conjunction on the 11th of May and Venus Saturn conjunction on the 13th of May. I call it conjunction again and again. Please pardon me for that, because they are in the trine to each other. So it's sort of connection, which is very strong connection, which is forming. So in relationship, you will get very serious and very disciplined. You will get very meticulous about your relationship as to what you want to do. The first sign of the natural zodiac, as it is heavily populated with the presence of Sun, Rahu, Mercury. Mercury is retrograde. So there is lots of importance which is given to the needs, to the basic necessities of life. So it might just deplete, or it might just give you that confusion in what you want in life. Because Rahu is there, not to forget, and Mercury, which is a logical planet, is retrograde. So when these kind of conjunctions, combinations happen in the sky, you really tend to make a decision. The decision making becomes a little difficult. You might be feeling that things are not working, things are not moving in the direction you feel like you want to be. The direction that you want to align your thoughts to. You're not getting that kind of clarity now, because of this clustering of planets in the Aries sign. So people have actually got a little confused as to what really they want. What is it that they are looking for? Okay, that's why after the Pisces sign comes the Aries sign, because Pisces is a sign of contentment, moksha, isolation for that reason. But Aries is a sign about basics, about initiations. So you will tend to have that, practical approach towards doing things also. Okay. So this is what, is the week looking like. So let's start with the predictive and show you how the horoscope of the sky looks like. As you can see, it's the Mars, which is going to be changing signs, is going to be in your fourth house, like in the fourth house of the natural zodiac. And then we have Venus transiting through Ardhara Nakshatra. So can you see almost all the planets are forming a connection with Rahu. Venus is going to be in Ardhara, Ketu is going to be Ardhara, Saturn is going to be in Ardhara, Rahu is conjunct Jupiter, Rahu is conjunct Mercury, Rahu is conjunct Sun, and Sun is in Bharani Nakshatra, and it's going to be entering Kritika Nakshatra, its own Nakshatra. So this is how the sky is giving all this, is getting all the more connected to Rahu energy right now. So that's why, people are confused in their relationship. They are confused about what is to be taken, how you can be rectifying things around you related to your work, your profession, your business, your trade, your education. Mercury is retrograde any which ways, your trade, your investments. You're confused about that also. So all of that, when we put together, your communication is the key, how you communicate with people. That is something which, or communicate within yourself, because, you have many things going on in your mind. And this is going to be, giving you a lot of talking in the head. So this kind of a combination which is happening in the sky. So there's lots that you're going through. So that communication, you have to tame that. Communication with people, communication in your head, communication with yourself. as to how you can modify yourself towards better. So this is something which is going to be the key to this, especially this week. All right. So tame those energies. Otherwise, nobody else is going to help you, right? You yourself are going to be helping yourself, right? So let's start with the Aries predictions first. All right. These are all live sessions. So if there is any lag, any delay, and delay in putting timestamps, please understand the transcript. All that takes time because they are live sessions and they take time to render and get uploaded on the YouTube channel. All right. So that's something technical. So we don't want to get into that. And thank you so much for the ones who are here watching me live also, and the ones who have subscribed my channel. If you haven't, please do subscribe my channel, and do hit the like button and the bell notification so that you can be notified the moment I upload the video or go live. And I surely will be coming up with some update on live session and taking up the horoscopes from the community also soon. All right. So let's start with the Aries people first. So for Aries natives, this week moon is going to be in your 9th, 10th and 11th houses. Very good timing. See, whenever moon is in the Scorpio sign, it is the middle of the horoscope. Like it is like, you know, the end of everything and the new cycle begins. It's sort of a transformative energy that you're going to be coming across in the beginning of the week. So you suddenly start feeling that, you know, you're now trying to explore things, a bigger picture. You want to look at relationships in a different manner. You want to look at your own environment you are surrounded by in a very different perspective. You're changing your perspective. You don't actually have any sort of confusion now. That gets cleared. Okay, now I want to go for the higher studies, or I want to take up this business, or I want to get into this relationship. I want to carry on with this relationship or not, or I should, enhance my skills in which sphere. So all that clarity you will get in the beginning of the week. You might feel a little uneasy on the 8th, but after that, you know, you will get clarity because, you know, you're feeling that, you know, you're just floating in the water, in the ocean, in the middle of the ocean, nowhere to see, you know, it's like really, you know, a confused state of mind, but you will get the clarity as the week proceeds further. And then you will be thinking about your future, your career, how you can be better off in your workplace. You'll be connecting with the people at the workplace also. Maybe, you know, some meetings are there and you're going to be giving your presentation and they really appreciate it. The female counterparts maybe, you know, are going to be your mother, your daughter, your sibling, your cousin. You're going to be getting connected with all women counterparts during this time also. Your girlfriend, your wife. Okay. And there is a likelihood that you get, by the middle of the week, more protective and more compassionate about your own people. You want to do for them because Mars is also going to be in your 4th house. So you're going to be more involved in the family matters emotionally now, rather than being too protective or practical. So you're going to be too protective. Moon is going to be conjunct Saturn by the end of the week, and it's going to be in trine to Venus and Ketu. So now is the time you will get the clarity about your relationship. This is the time, you know, on the 13th and the 14th. This is the time when you will get a lot of clarity as to this friend is actually not someone who I want in my life, or this person, as a matter of fact. No, the one who's pulling you down. You really want to just, you know, weed away those people from your life. And this is something which is just running into your head. And you're going to be deciding about some major events. You're going to be doing certain things which are going to be leading to something big, some changes happening now. Short journeys on cards in case you have to. Maybe purchase of a vehicle is on cards as well. So plan everything and you might just be getting into it. And in case you're feeling that, you know, you're doing things in your business, but you're not getting the returns. So you will get better once Mercury turns direct next week. So things are going to be getting on that track, back on that track. Okay. And Sun is also going to be next week. By the end of this week, in fact, you know, Sun will also be leaving the 1st house. So whatever the clashes or the ego clashes that you have been facing till now, with your own people or the people outsiders, you know, they will also get sorted. So wait for that. And you will get too much into that, you know, integration about your work, your financials also that time. So we'll definitely be getting into that in the next week. I'll be discussing. But this week, surely you are going to be getting that opportunity to understand the environment better, the surroundings better. Okay. And this is a good week for student natives. They'll be choosing and picking and choosing their subjects. They'll be maybe traveling also. And in case they are into competition. So I think there will be some problem here and there in the competition because Mercury, being the ruler of the sixth house, is retrograde. So you have to work harder now. And you have to reread the papers, etc., whichever you're signing. That is something which is very important to do for you, any which ways. Everybody should. And this will give your mother some health issues this week. So take care of your mom and don't get too irrational about your donations. Going overboard might just not be expected out of you. So just lie low, I would say. Just control yourself when you're just, even donations, you should do it in limit, because you should not spoil anybody. Yes, donations are important, but it might be irrational, going overboard. Okay, don't do that. All right. And as far as legal issues are concerned, this might just get a little better with Mars transiting through your fourth house zone. And that's happening. Mars is going to be transiting, I think I forgot to mention, 10th May to the 1st of July. And your Lagnesh is, after all, getting debilitated. So you will get very emotional any which ways. Excuse me. You have a tendency to make wrong choices and wrong decisions about your property matters. So be careful. Reread the documents well. Read and reread the documents very well. Okay, your partner might get very agitated also. So be careful about that. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this week, Moon is going to be transiting your 8th, 9th, and 10th houses, and Venus is going to be in Ardhara Nakshatra, transiting through the Ardhara Nakshatra, and will be closely at the close degrees to Ketu and Saturn one by one on the 11th and the 13th, respectively. Mars is going to be changing signs, is going to be transiting through your 3rd house, the house of courage. So now the best part about you is that you're going to be actually deciding about your inheritance now. You'll be getting some decision. Whatever you have been waiting for, now is the time you will be getting some decisions. Legal issues will get sorted also. There is a possibility that, you are going to be starting some legal matters, legal battles also, quite possible. And this week you will be actually changing the situation or changing from whatever, you have been going through, the inner churning. Now you're going to be actually coming up with some ideas, brilliant ideas, creative energies are going to increase. Travels might teach you something. Connecting with your gurus, with the religious institutions, maybe will also be helpful for you. Visiting a shrine or helping somebody, who is actually in need. All those can be good for you. Maybe teaching somebody, educating others, that is also quite possible. Moon will be transiting through your 9th house and 10th house as well. So this is on the 11th, 12th, and 13th, 14th. So you might have some kind of confused state of mind also in between because of the practicality and the tug of war between practicality and the emotional frame of mind. So you might just have the tug of war. Oh no, I have to do for my people. I have to do for my siblings. I have to do for my father. Then you, on the other hand, think that, let them be independent. Let them do themselves. So, or maybe something to do with your own subconscious mind. You're getting that on that, whether you should invest here, whether I should just save that money, whether I should do fixed deposits, or I should just invest somewhere. So all of that will be actually going on, and you will be having some problems in deciding, making right kind of choices and decisions also, because Mercury, being the logical one, is retrograde. So you have to be very careful when you're dealing with children, dealing with your financials. So make sure that you make right kind of decisions or take the help of the experts. Okay. And when towards the end, Moon is forming a connection with Saturn. So there can be that you are loaded with work. You have to do so many things, and you are really, confused about how to complete the task. So you will get connected with the foreigners, or maybe somebody who is in the foreign land, or maybe some foreign connections you will be having, or some new delegation is coming in, and you're going to be forming a connection with them and taking their help, taking their advice as well. Expenditures might increase. Maybe you're going to be investing, or you're just spending on a charitable institute, religious place, or you're going to be maybe traveling and spending on yourself, on yourself, because you want to explore the world, you want to look at the bigger picture, how you can make things better towards yourself. So you're going to be enhancing your skills also. You're on that learning spree right now. Okay, as far as relationship is concerned, this might bring about some upheavals here and there. Maybe your partner is very emotional and you're becoming very practical. Suddenly you think that, no, I have to make brave decisions now, I have to, but it will be impulsive decisions that you'll be making, and they might just backfire. So you have to be really, really careful about your decision making right now. Okay. And Venus is going to be also in the Ardhara Nakshatra, being your Lagnesh. In the Ardhara Nakshatra, Rahu's Nakshatra will also bring about confusion in your financials, in your relationships. Okay. So you have to be a little extra prepared during this week before deciding or jumping into conclusions like that. No, I have to do this. No, I have to do this. I have to complete this. No, I have to do this also. I have to do that also. So all those, too many things, multitasking. So that is going to be a problem for you. So you have to lie low, calm down before making any kind of hasty steps. Okay. And health, of course, you have to take care of your health to start with in the beginning of the week, especially 8th, 9th, 10th. Take care of your health, mental health also. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, and 9th houses this week. And to start with, you're going to be feeling quite charged up about your relationship. First of all, you will be actually planning everything. You're working too hard. You have a lot of work to do, to complete. And then, you suddenly feel that you have done everything. Now you should actually devote some time to the family, to your, your business, or to your people around you, your partner, your, would-be partner. Maybe you're going shopping and you're going to be spending some time, especially on the 9th and the 10th. So this is also a good time for making decisions related to your relationships. Major decisions during this time you will be making related to your relationship, parting ways, drifting away, or you will get the clarity as to what kind of a relationship you're in, whether you want it to change or you want to take it a step further on. So that is something which you will be deciding by the beginning of the week. And then you gradually, you get into your own zone, your own secret zone or isolated zone. Suddenly you feel that you want to detach yourself from others. You want to, you at times feel that, I really don't want all this in my life. So some emotional bent of mind will actually take over. Don't make any hasty decisions, especially on the 10th and the 12th, to the 12th, because that's the Chandrashtama for you. So it might just bring about some health issues, mental health. You might just be making wrong choices. You might feel very emotional this day. So that's why when you're emotional, you should not, in impulse or emotions, make decisions. So avoid 11th and the 12th. Then 13th, 14th is a good day for travel, for connecting with your people around you, your elders around you, or maybe you will be going for some higher education also. Maybe you're going to be joining a course, or you're going to be joining some university, some coaching. All of that can also be there. And you will get very serious about your higher learning also. Some research work, you're writing some papers, etc. So that is also quite possible. Mercury, your Lagnesh is retrograde, and next week it will be turning 21st. It will be getting direct also. So till the time it's retrograde, don't get too much involved in the investments, heavy investments. Take it easy. Rahu's any which was there. So the basic necessities, what is the basic necessity? You just focus on that rather than thinking about the secondary and the third. What exactly do you want more? So all of that you must think about, just take it easy, one step at a time, and then you will get the success also. And Saturn is any which way is looking at your 11th house. So you will get very attached to your friends, or you will get really that clarity that you're looking for about the relationship that you share with your friends also. Okay, Ketu is in your 5th house, not that great for relationship any which ways. That's in trine, exact trine to Venus also. So you might get connected with your children, or you might just start some new relationship, or your previous relationship might just get little, that bonding that was missing will get little better. Okay, so all of that is possible, and you'll get serious about your relationships also. Take care of your health, as I said, especially on the 11th and the 12th. You don't eat anything outside food, etc., because moon in the 8th house, is considered to be on the exit place. So you will eat and you will just go to the loo, maybe suddenly you feel that there is a lot of pressure and all. So you have to eat right kind of foods, which can get digested easily, and low cholesterol, low fatty. Okay, that's something you should take care of. All right. So coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this week, moon is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, and 8th houses. So 6th, 7th, 8th houses are considered to be not good because, you tend to get very nitpicky, critical about whatever you do. Your connection with your seniors and bosses and your co-workers just, takes a toll, because you're close to perfection and you are not able to digest that the other person is not that perfect. So that is something which will happen to start with. And then by the 9th and the 10th, you will get better and you will start gaining that momentum, how you can connect with people, outside world, and compassionate and, take care of them. All of that, all the ideas will be running into your head also about all of that. And Saturn is in your 8th house, and Mars is transiting through your 1st house. So you will be emotionally aggressive. Like the aggression might not be projected outside, but it will be like too much of aggression, which is there in the latent energies are there. Okay, so you have to work on yourself. You have to be cautious about making decisions related to your finances, related to your relationship, and also related to your property matters. Mars is real estate as well. So you have to be cautious about making decisions at that time, because Mars is in the sign of debility. Okay. So again, I repeat that you have to be cautious about these areas. Take care of your siblings' health also. Okay. And moon will be transiting through the 8th house with Saturn. So this is also a combination where you will get a lot of confusion again. You will not get that kind of clarity. You might be getting very impulsive also. So you have to be cautious. Saturn wants you to slow down. Your thought process is just too much. It's running here and there. It's too jumpy a ride. So you are being tamed by the Saturn whenever moon transits here. And that is why babies born during this time will be having Sadesati, because Saturn is transiting over your natal moon. Always remember, the reference point is it's going to be transiting through your 8th house, and the reference point is your own 8th house transits. So you have to see how it is going to be impacting you in totality. And if you are in the Dasha of Saturn, so definitely it is going to be giving you some major changes right now. And when moon, of course, is like a Kumbha moon. So definitely, you're going to be more into attaining and acquiring knowledge. You're going to be getting better at the place of work also, with all the planets in the 10th house. So this is something which you will feel this week. Mars coming out of your 12th house will at least curtail the expenditures which are flowing in the, too much of expenditures on the hospitals and travels, etc., buying electric gadgets, etc., is happening. So that will be controlled and tamed as well. Okay. For student natives, this is a good week because you will be making some major decisions related to your competition or related to your examinations. You will get through for sure, if at all you're preparing for something like obviously that's your personal chart, but some specializations if you're preparing for. So this is a good transit with Mars also in your 1st house. Okay, so keep it going. All the best. Coming to the next one, that is the next sign is Leo. So for Leo natives this week, moon is going to be in your in your 5th, 6th, and 7th houses. So fifth, sixth, seventh houses actually, are going to be giving you a lot of inclination towards creativity, entertainment. Maybe you will be going out to watch a movie with your partner, or you will have some fun activities with your own children. You will form a connection with the children, or you yourself will become a childlike. That is also because, you want to unwind, you want to just break free, you want to just have break. You really will get that break, so you will be enjoying on the 9th and the 10th especially. And Mars is also right opposite when moon transits through Capricorn. So Mars is going to be debilitated, and moon is going to be in the sign ruled by Saturn, sixth house. So you will get very serious. The approach is very serious towards your workplace, about your compassion, the passion that you have about your work. So that is going to amplify. You're going to be more disciplined. You're going to be taking everything very seriously. You are now looking at things, you slow down basically, when moon transits over Saturn. So he becomes very slow also, any which ways. You will see that it will take longer than the other transit days of moon. It will stay for at least, an hour here and there extra with transit through the sixth house or the seventh house where Saturn is. That is, the sixth house is your Saturn sign, and seventh house is Saturn positive. So it's a good time for investments, starting new businesses, trade, commerce, and also for travels. In case you're thinking of a job change, you will be quitting and doing another job right now. It's a positive time any which ways for you, because Jupiter is in your 9th house. So the support from your luck is there with you. And also higher studies, higher education, all of that is also going to trigger up this week. Maybe you'll be planning for the visa, etc. also. Okay. And be careful about your communication with people, because Ketu is in the trine to Venus and Saturn. So with your partner, with your siblings, with your elder brother, elder sister, or, your partner yourself, you can have some restrictive talks, or maybe that talk becomes heated argument that can happen. So be careful, maintain peace, cool, and then make decisions about what you want in the relationship. You might make wrong choices and decisions in the heat of anger right now. Okay, so be careful. Then moon will be in your 7th house also on the 13th and the 14th, and will be conjunct Saturn in trine to Ketu and Venus. So this will bring about a lot of agitation, as I said, and you have to cut down on your argumentative spree that you're on. So just chill, just relax. Okay, don't think that the other person is completely wrong always. You shouldn't be doing that. So in case you feel that you have done right, so accept and acknowledge the mistake if you have committed. Okay. In the 9th house, we do have Sun, Mercury, Rahu, Jupiter, and Mercury is retrograde. So Sun, being the Lagnesh, is going to be transiting your 10th house also. And before that, your major theme was that how you can enhance your or empower yourself, your upliftment that you're looking for. You have been contemplating on that even more. So now it will trigger up with moon in Saturn sign Aquarius, and Saturn looking at the sun, your Lagnesh, and also Lagna. So Saturn is looking at the Lagna and the Lagnation. There is no other graha in the Kendra. So this becomes a very weak foundation for you to make decisions. So you have to sit for some time and think about it seriously, and then make decisions, because your decisions might just backfire once Mercury turns direct. So any decision that you make in Mercury's retrogression, I've seen people, join the job, and then, they suddenly say that, no, we have to quit the job. So that is something which, that all those thoughts come in when Mercury is retrograde. So you have to be careful. You have to be very much, on the toes, that no, you have to keep pushing yourself. No, I don't want this. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do anything which leads to, my downfall. So you have to be cautious about that. Not a good time for litigation, separation from your partner. And this is not a good time for take care of your health also, because 8th Lord is with Rahu, that is Jupiter. So take care of your health also. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. Virgo natives. So for Virgo natives, moon is going to be transiting your 4th, 5th, and 6th house. You're going to start with your 3rd house also. So this will bring about a lot of cushioned environment and atmosphere, because you're going to be at home. You want to spend more time with your own family members. You want to do for others. You want to get more creative. You want to grab that book and you want to read it, or you want to go in for some renovation, etc. You want to just change, modify your house towards better. So all of that is also quite possible during this week to start with. In case you're looking for a new house, even then it is a good transit. Moon will be right opposite Mars and will be transiting through your Capricorn sign. So that's the time when you will have a lot of, on the 11th and the 12th, you will have lots to, connect with, with your books, with your maybe some entertainment. You want to connect with your children. You want to go out with them. You want to just unwind also. At times you feel like unwinding. So that's the time when you will be feeling all the me time you will be getting as well. And lastly, it will be the moon's ingress in your 6th house on the 13th and the 14th. And that's the time when you will be having a lot of inclination towards finishing the task. You will be working very hard. You'll be getting all the, relationship clarity also during this time, how the workplace is, how you're going to be completing everything, how you can align everything with your own body and soul and, your outside you. So this is a very good time for making and bringing about some future money prospects, financial prospects also. And this is going to be okay, for travel plans, this is going to be giving you some new journeys, because Venus is in your 10th house, being the ruler of your 9th house. It's going to be in Ardhara Nakshatra. Ardhara Nakshatra, Rahu's Nakshatra, any which ways is also triggering those travel plans which you have already planned. From the 8th May till the 21st of May, Venus is going to be in Ardhara. So plan everything now itself, so that, you can, when moon is transiting your 6th house zone, and that's when, you will be, or maybe next week when moon enters Pisces. So at that time you can plan your journeys, etc. If you want to plan your itinerary, etc., you can do it now. And also this is a possibility that you will be starting a new job or new profession also, quite possible. Jupiter is in the 8th house, so the health is slowly and gradually getting better, but you have been having a lot of problems or health issues from a long time, with Saturn and Rahu on the either side of the 7th house. Relationship also has been on the rocks, because on the either side we have a Rahu energy and a Saturn's energy. So once, Mercury goes direct, things will start getting better, because Mercury is retrograding in your 8th house and is very close to Rahu's degrees also when it is moving in the forward motion. Then retrogression, again it will connect, and then direct motion, again it will connect with Rahu energy. Thrice it is going to connect with Rahu's energy. So there will be a lot of confusion about your relationship. Misunderstandings will happen. So take care, and don't get carried away in your decision making also. You might just be thinking, because Mars is looking at this, is looking at your 6th house and Saturn as well. So don't worry, there is a possibility of separation for sure. So you have to take care of your mental health, mental setup. Don't just get into the nitty-gritties right now. Maybe the other person is right and you're not. Just think about it, contemplate. Okay. So yeah, this week it looks quite happening for Virgo. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, this week moon is going to be in your 3rd, 4th, and 5th houses. Communication is the key this week. That's the major highlight. So you should actually communicate your mind, communicate, maybe you want to do your documentation, etc. And that is something which will start from the 9th and the 10th. Very good dates, auspicious dates when you have to apply for visa, apply for PR, etc. So make moon's presence when is in the 3rd house or the 9th house, and things actually start moving. So this is the time when you will be planning everything well, and you'll be connecting with the neighbors, with your siblings well as well. Moon is going to be with Saturn, in Saturn sign in the Kendra. And that's the time when you will be feeling very emotional about your own people. You'll be looking after her health. You will be looking after your, your mother's health. And you will be also, thinking about your children, your family, your family values. Maybe you'll be redoing your place. You'll be buying or purchasing a property also. Mars is Digbali, Moon is Digbali as well. Especially on the 11th and 12th. So this is the time when you will be having a lot of connection with your homey environment, the homely environment that you want to get in touch with. So you're thinking about your maybe change of place also right now. Quite possible that you're just trying to pack up and go. Quite likely that you will be starting some new education plan. You're going to be formulating some new set rules for yourself now. Okay, I have to be very disciplined. I have to do so and so things regularly, workouts regularly. So all of that is also going to enhance, and it'll start also. And in case you're having a lot of confusion with your partner, so that should be actually resolved with the help of your father or some guru, some older elderly person in the family. That person will take you away from that breaking of the relationship. So just discuss and sort it out. This will help you as well. And in case you have been waiting for a new job, change of job, so all of that is going to trigger, because Mars is looking at the job, being the profession and the career. It's in the 10th house. So this is definitely going to trigger your new job opportunities that you're going to be getting. You might be traveling for work also, quite possible. Okay. And of course, Venus is in your 9th house, Lagnesh in the 9th house. What else you want? So everything is beautiful for you. The luck is by your side. The divine grace is by your side. So go ahead. The best part is that you can take the risks also right now with Venus in the 9th house looking at your 3rd. So you're very imaginative. Pick up some artistic bent of mind that you have. Pick up that instrument and start learning, or just start dancing. Learn dancing. Anything that interests you, of course, person to person, it varies. So you can just go ahead with any sorts of changes that you are anticipating this week. It's a very, very important week, of course. Rise and shine. Coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, what's happening? For Scorpio natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th houses this week. And this is going to be about financials more this week. You're going to be more communicative with people related to your finance. Maybe, you're going to be parking funds. You're going to be discussing how you can make money out of money with people. And also quite possible that you will be forming that kind of connect with the experts now. Communication will be the key, not to yourself. Don't keep anything to yourself, especially on these dates, wherein you will be having some more important intellectual conversations, which really helps you also grow as a person. So that is something which you will be working on. And Moon is going to be in your 3rd house and then the 4th house also. So this is about your change of residence, maybe, or you're going to be changing or modifying your place, redoing your place, renovating. All of that is also quite likely by the end of the week, 13, 14 especially. That is an Aquarius sign when Moon moves into. So this is a week where you will be actually helping out others. So you'll be helping out others, or you might seek help. Also, Ketu is in your 12th house. So you might yourself require some help from somebody near to you, somebody dear to you might just come to your rescue as well. Okay. So this is just be careful about the litigation part, because this can give you some complications here and there. So don't fall prey to anything which comes easy, goes easy. So don't bank on the easier sides. Okay. And then we have Jupiter. See, you have to take care of your health any which ways. Jupiter, Mars, Jupiter, Mercury, Rahu, Sun, they are in your 6th house. And there is a possibility of some skin related issues or something to do with your bones. You have to take care of your health any which ways. You have to look after your health. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. All right. Sagittarius natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 1st house to start with, and then 2nd and the 3rd. So for a day, it is on the 8th, it's going to be in Scorpio, that is your 12th house, where you are going to be thinking about the future. You're planning everything. Maybe you're preparing for a presentation. You're spending a lot of time in isolation. Then on the 9th, suddenly you want to be in the limelight. You want to explore the world. You want to do things for others also. You're very emotionally inclined towards doing things, completing the tasks, how you can connect with people, how you can be more helpful to others. So all of that is going through your head, and you're going to be actually working on that as well. In relationships also, you will be more inclined to sort out things, and this will actually be helpful. And then moon is going to be in your second and third houses also, on the 11th, 12th in the second, and 13, 14 in your third house. So 11th and the 12th would be more about financials, how you can grow, how you can take the advice of the experts, how you can connect with your family, food. Maybe you'll be taking your family out for food, for dinner, for just catching up. So quite possible that you eat, and Mars being in your 8th house, it might just give you some issues related to your stomach. So just take care of that. And also moon is going to be in your third house. So this is going to be giving you a lot of connection in a serious manner with your own people, neighbors, friends, your siblings, maybe at the place of work. You are categorized as a serious person. You're talking very seriously, very composed, and very, very careful. And you're having that ability to convince others also. When you are very matured and sensible, people get really attracted to you, isn't it? So that's something which is going to be happening as well. And moon is going to be in your, of course, in the vicinity to Mars also. Mars is looking at this zone as well. Your Saturn and Moon, when they are conjunct in Aquarius on the 13th and the 14th, in trine to Venus and Ketu. So Mars is also looking here. So quite possible that you sell off your property, sell off your old vehicle, and you buy another one. And in your relationships, you might just be very careful, now that you really want to decide about, or you want to just get into that zone of breaking up. So, or maybe somebody from the past comes into your life and you make right kind of decisions now. It's quite possible that you are pretty much, pretty much sure about your relationships now. You're going to be working through your legal issues also, and you'll be getting the results as well. Take care of your health, I repeat, and also travels, in case you're thinking of traveling. So I think you should wait till the time sun comes out of the Aries sign, and that's happening on the 14th, 15th. So you can just simply 14th, 15th of May. So you can maybe plan your journeys at that time. There is Mars being the ruler of your 12th house in the 8th house. So it might just bring about some spending of money on the hospitals or some charitable institutes you can get involved in. All right. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. So for Capricorn natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses this week. So very important transit to understand yourself first. What is it that you want in life? You have to now think about it seriously. You're getting that lone time, spend that time, especially on the 8th, you'll be in isolation and working through yourself, sitting in that in that state where you are calm. If you're not, you should calm yourself, and then you should make decisions, because anything that you make hastily might just be a very, very disastrous thing or backfire later. So you have to be very cautious about your decision making now. If you're getting another job, you should actually take it up if you are already in a job. If you're not, then obviously there's no question, you have to take that job, any job that you get, because right now it is like a situation where malefic influence is too much in the Kendras. Only Jupiter has just transited through, but it's the 12th lord after all. So you still have some time to think about your current job and compare whether this job is better or that job will be better. Maybe you are not able to see. You think that that all that glitters is gold, or the other side is greener always. You think that. So you will be having that kind of inclination all the time, or you will get influenced by somebody who will say that, oh, you leave that job, your current job, and join it. So all of that is going on in your head, and you might just make wrong decisions. So the best thing would be that chant recite Hanuman Chalisa before you start your day. So just get ready and then start, listening to Hanuman Chalisa or chant yourself. So you will get that courage, you will get that strength to make the right decisions because your mind is aligned with the cosmic, setup. So that will be good for you in a way. And also we have a Venus in the, we do have a Venus in your 6th house. So you will be very careful about your body, about your workouts. You will be very meticulous about your growth now. You want to just eat right kind of food, avoid sweets and avoid too much of salt intake also. You will feel better, and you in your relationship also you will get a little more emotional, or your partner will get emotional about you. So that's the time when you should actually understand each other. This is the very crucial and a very important week that you're getting to understand each other and rethink whether you want to be in this relationship any longer or you just want to part ways. So you will get that clarity, no doubt. Venus is also in trine to Saturn and Ketu. So in relationship, any which ways, you're going to get very serious about the issues. All right. So surely it is a very nice week for you that you're heading to. Just park your funds well. And in case you're thinking of going overseas, this is a very beautiful transit for doing so. If you want to go for foreign travels or live there also permanently, this is a good time, depending on your personal horoscope, of course. The intensity will vary. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, moon is, oh my goodness, 1 second. So for Aquarius natives, moon is going to be in the in your 9th, in your 11th, 12th, and 1 second. Okay. Okay. So moon is going to be in your 11th, 12th, and 1st houses this week. And this is the time to understand each other well. You, your partner, your spouse, the people at the place of work, your co-workers, your bosses. You are supposed to understand and come to terms with each other. This is the right time to decide about. When Mercury will turn direct, you will definitely be doing the paperwork. Okay, in a business, how you can just, carry along well together. If at all you're at the workplace, how you can manage the things, 1 department, 2 departments you have been assigned. So you delegate the work. You just give it to somebody where, you trust. So all of that you have to work on. You can't do everything alone. You need that team. You need that job to be actually, given to others, delegated to others also. So only then you will be able to make the right kind of decisions, or right kind of inputs will be there. Okay. Maybe there is a possibility of somebody new coming into your life, some new person coming into your life who will actually help you change this thought patterns, the thought processes. Okay, so just be receptive and be alert. Okay, somebody is coming your way. Okay, fine, let me wait. Also, Jupiter has ingressed in your 3rd house, and moon will be transiting through your 1st house also. So that's the time when you will, on the 13th and the 14th is a very good time for actually, doing for others, thinking more practically about things. A lot of workload though, but you're not getting that kind of acknowledgement. So this is the time when you will be actually getting that kind of an acknowledgement or success also. Mercury will be turning direct and things will all, fall in place. And that's how, we Indians, we just keep going, because we know that after this, something else will come. So we'll be better off. After this problem, something new, something better, something fresh is going to come up. So we keep going. It's actually not applicable to Indians. It's applicable to everybody on this globe. We are moving. Time doesn't stop for anyone. So it's not that things will not change. They have to change. So if you are in a problem right now, don't think that it's not never going to end. It's everlasting. No, nothing is everlasting. Nothing is constant. Everything is going to change. All right. So here you will be your approach towards life is going to be very sensible and serious. You're going to be getting a lot of workload to do. You might just be awake whole night and working during the day. Also, you're working. So workload is definitely going to increase. So you have to be cautious about your health also. It can take a toll on your health. And Jupiter is in trine to your 7th house and your 11th house also. So good connection with your friends, with in your relationships also. New relationships are going to start, or maybe you're going to be having some marriage proposals if you're single. Okay, so that's something which is going to be your week ahead of this 8th till the 14th. Okay, coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. So for Pisces natives, moon is going to be in your 10th, 11th, and 12th houses this week. So this is going to be giving you a lot of workload you don't feel like doing, okay? Or you're very emotional. Oh my God, I have to, you're very meticulous about your work. You're very, very careful about what you do. And you're very emotional about what you do also. Maybe you are expecting something from your seniors, your bosses, your co-workers, and you're not getting. So it might just bring about a little bit of disappointment also. Some disagreement can be there. But at the same time, you're going to be doing really well at the place of work, and you will be getting a lot of accolades also, appreciations also by the end of the week. And there is a possibility that some overseas connection also triggers up. You get some new assignments from the overseas, and people actually appreciate you. Quite possible that the company is growing and you're growing as well. There is a likelihood that you're going to be having some new relationship which is going to initiate. There can be some health issues to your partner. Your friend circle is going to expand. You're going to be meeting more friends this week, and you're going to be forming a good connection with them, party time, or maybe, you're going to be dining somewhere. So something like, forming a good social circle is also quite possible this week by 11th and the 12th especially. And there is a Venus in Ardra Nakshatra. So this is not the right time to purchase property or vehicle without consulting the experts, because, there is a wrong decision that you're going to be making. Some confusion will remain and you will make wrong choices. So you have to be careful about that. And also Mars is going to be in your 5th house. So this is going to be bringing about connection with your children. Maybe you're discussing their education, how they're going to be planning their future, how they're going to be taking up this subject or that subject. So you're going to be thinking about all of that as well during this week. And from this week onwards, because Mars is going to be in Cancer sign from 10th of May till the 1st of July, long transit. So the whole of May after 10th and the whole of June, Mars is going to be in the sign of debilitation. So you're very emotional. You might make wrong choices, wrong decisions related to your relationships, also new relationships. And you're going to be very creative during this time. You might just make beautiful architectural buildings, etc. If you're thinking of, you can do very good Vastu also during this time, and Mars is in Cancer sign. All right, go and live near the water places, and that will also give you that serenity. All right, so this is it for all the 12 ascendants, moon signs, or the Dasha sign wise predictions. So see where your Dasha sign Lord is and what Dasha you are in. If it is a long Dasha of Saturn, as I said initially, so make Saturn or the Antardasha Lord your 1st house, and see how the transit positions are going to be impacting you. Thank you so much for watching. I will be getting back soon with the video on Mars ingress in the Cancer sign. Stay blessed, everyone. Stay blissful. Om Tat Sat.